Have you ever had crazy, noisy neighbors? They blasted music at 3 a.m. for weeks. Complaints? Ignored. So I bought a Bluetooth speaker, synced it to their TV, and started blasting Baby Shark at full volume every time they tried Netflix. They moved out. Within a month. But then someone else moved in. For the last 2 years. I've been getting constantly disturbed by loud footsteps and constant dripping from what I assume is a leaky pipe. The dripping is fine, but the footsteps are not. There are 14 steps leading up to the apartment above mine, and every morning at 6 a.m. sharp, I hear my neighbor stomping up those steps. And every night between 12 and 1 a.m., I hear her coming home, dragging her heels. Sometimes she even drops things. Once I heard her crash, and then running water. I assume she turned on the shower, and everything eventually stopped. But still, that was not normal. Now I love my building. It's an old building with character, but that also means thin walls and ceilings. You can literally hear your neighbors breathing. At first, I didn't mind the noise. We all make some noise. But then the pandemic happened and I started working from home. I couldn't take it anymore. So I went up to her apartment and knocked on her door. "Hi," I said. "Hi there. Just wanted to introduce myself. I'm your downstairs neighbor." "Oh, hi there. Nice to meet you." She sounded really nice. "So, I just wanted to ask if you could please try to be a little quieter. Sometimes it is a bit hard to concentrate when you're stomping around or walking with your high heels. Is it possible to maybe walk a little softer?" "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'll try to be quieter, not sorry." And she actually apologized and was super nice about it. I was very happy because we solved the problem. But it only lasted a few days. Then it started again. I couldn't believe it. I tried talking to her about it again, but this time it didn't work. She was super defensive. "What do you want from me?" "I live here too. I pay rent. I have a right to walk in my own apartment. I'm sorry, but it's really disturbing me. Can't you just try to walk softer or maybe put a rug over the hardwood floor?" "No way. Why should I have to walk on a rug? That's ridiculous. And I'm not going to change the way I walk. You're just going to have to deal with it." And she slammed the door in my face. At this point, I was so frustrated. I paid good money to live in that apartment, and I wasn't going to let some rude woman ruin it for me. I needed to do something. I thought about talking to the landlord, but the lease was up for renewal soon, and I didn't want her to find out because she might have raised the rent. And I really liked the apartment. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. Every time she walked past my apartment, I would turn on the TV or put on some music. Sometimes even banging and yelling. At first, it made her really angry. I could hear her yelling and banging on her ceiling. But then she started doing the same thing back. So our bickering continued until one day she came down to my apartment. "What is your problem?" she yelled. "You're being really inconsiderate. Can't a person walk in their own apartment in peace? Why don't you go buy some earplugs? They work wonders." She started yelling, but I just smiled. This is exactly what I wanted. She kept yelling and then she finally did something I didn't expect. She started crying. "I'm sorry," she said. "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. I'm just stressed and I've had a really rough day." "It's okay. I understand. Listen, why don't we just forget about this whole thing? We can just pretend it never happened, okay?" "Okay, thank you." "I'm sorry again." And then she went back up to her apartment. From that day on, things were different. We became friends and we would hang out together, have wine and cheese, talk about our problems. And guess what? Not once did I ever hear her high heels clicking on the hardwood floor again. Maybe this has a happy ending after all. That's it for now. If your brain's still intact after all that, do the decent thing like subscribe and ring the bell. More facts, more nonsense, more factspiracy coming soon.
Click subscribe, and you get a Werther's original. Or 5. Don't click. And I'm switching over to tipping point. And you can sit there thinking about your choices.